Hi, welcome to my YouTube/podcast. I'm Stacey, and I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Today is January 2nd, Sunday, January 2nd, 2022, and I am creating a project for myself until June 2nd, just to invite a just a new hobby into my life that I think will be very productive, that will also allow me to build relationships and to also recap what's going on in my life and how I've improved myself by working on myself, improving myself, and having a more open perspective about things. I hope that this becomes like a weekly thing. So every Sunday, inviting people to listen to my week and to feel understood and feel like someone else is out there going through the same thing at 23 years old, like everyone else. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for your space. This episode's only going to be about 8 to 10 minutes long. But let's recap over this week, and let's also just dive into some things we want to improve over this next week also. So this week for me has been one of a kind because I've had a lot of adversity. Adversity meaning there's been certain things come up that has really tested my character, but not only tested my character, but tested my integrity, like the integrity for me to remain the woman that I am. And some of the things, for example, that have happened is I just moved into our apartment and we have to move again. And there's just different things that my work isn't supporting me on, and my leasing complex isn't supporting me on. Right now, the only support I've really been getting is from family and friends, but our work and our home life is extremely important because majority of our life is spent in both places, more at work and then at home, but still we work so hard so that our home is our sanctuary and our happiness and our safe space. But this week I did something that I necessarily wasn't proud of. I yelled at someone. I disrespected someone because I felt disrespected myself, and I felt like that was the only time for me to stand up for myself. And for me, what I'm learning right now in this era of life is it's not really what you say, it's the way you say it. And it's not what people do, it's the way they do it. And what's important for me now to just improve from that is learning to not allow things to get the best of me and allowing for room to make mistakes. A lot of times I feel like I need to be so perfect and so on top of myself, but I think what is most important to me right now is discovering ways that I can learn from my mistakes, that I can take a step back from myself and look at my attitude, look at my intentions, look at my heart posture on how I react to certain situations and just being better about it. This week, I've been working just to pretty much get things in order for me going back to school, and also me figuring out different job opportunities that will support me just going back to school and making that change in my life. But there's been a lot of stuff as well that's been in my way, different obstacles that have popped up and made things a little bit more difficult than I anticipated. But one thing I will say that I'm super, super proud of me about is staying focused on what truly matters. And what matters to me is my future self, how I'm setting my future self up for success, and what I'm doing to be mindful of the way that I am acting and the things that I'm doing, because everything that I do now affects the person that I'm going to be later on. This week, the main focus for me is sticking to my principles, making sure that I'm being diligent, being smart, and putting time towards the things that matter to me, meaning taking the right precautions and saying no to things that I don't need to put my time into, taking myself more serious by being smarter about the choices that I make, and also setting boundaries with people so that they know that at the end of the day, I'm one person and I have a lot going on with myself. I have a lot on my plate that I'm working on myself to be the best that I can be. So I just need patience. I need people who's willing to have patience with me. I want to leave this off by celebrating the best thing that happens every week for me. And I think the best thing that's happened this week is the fact that I finished this really, really great book, The Motivation Manifesto, by Brendan Burchard. I believe that's the way you say his name. But that was such a huge accomplishment because that was such a great book. And I'm just glad that I was able to finish it before the month ended. And then I think another awesome thing that's happened this week is I've received a lot of financial blessings. During this time with everything being unclear with my apartment and just expenses and all of everything that's going on, it was so nice not to have to worry about money or worry about how I was going to pay for certain things, because I had so much support and love this entire week from just family. And sometimes I know family can be very difficult to work with, but I'm just so extremely grateful for that. This week, I hope that everyone who is under the sound of my voice experiences love, great energy, light, goodness, and respect. And I just hope that you feel happy, you feel clear, you feel loved, and most importantly, you feel like you're important, because everything that matters in your life or everything that matters to you is important. And it's okay if other people don't necessarily think it's as important as you think it is, but it's your responsibility to make sure people know how vital your dreams are, and how that their opinions matter, but they will not dictate the trajectory of the way things go for you. So with that being said, my name is Stacey. I hope you have a wonderful week. Next Sunday, we will meet again. We can chat about more stuff. I hope you've enjoyed this. I will meet you back January 9th. And thank you so much for your love and support. Have a wonderful week.